Hey, what's up everybody? Morph here with some more Morphling Bound. Bound. That's right, Voidling Bound. Today I have another Morfang build, but this one is absolutely broken. It's a very powerful one, and it did kind of break my game a little bit, as you saw in the intro, but it is super strong. Alright, so here is the build. Alright, first we click on our Morfang right here. We're just going to talk about the stats and the catalyzers, and then we'll talk about the genes and all these other perks later on in the splicing video. That's how we're going to do it from now on. Alright, as you can see, I was able to make a exceptionally spry Morfang. You can get these bonus stats if you breed everything properly, so you have to find a exceptionally powerful Morfang, and then breed it with your exceptionally spry one, and then you'll have 3 modifiers. So I'm trying to find those now while I'm playing the game. Until I get them, this is what I've got so far. But hey, it's pretty damn strong already as it is, but it will get stronger later on. Alright, so our catalyzers are gonna be the plus 12 attack power, which is very powerful indeed. It adds, if you don't have this, you lose a lot. Like, let's just say, let's put that. It drops down to 23. There you go. This is 35. That's a lot of damage. 430% critical damage is a must-have. Now, some people don't know what elemental damage bonus is. It's just the amount of bonus damage you deal against weakness, the elemental weakness enemies, right? So it's nice to have as an extra thing, but it's not like the best thing to have. Not unless you're able to create a build that has all the elements into one, then it will be good. But most likely it's not gonna be that way, so you kind of want to focus more on STR over Essence, especially with your catalyzers right here. So attack power, critical damage, and crit chance is the way to go. That's why we have critical eye right here. You want a little bit of vitality and armor. So a bonus 200 HP is really good because it's going to prevent you from being one-shotted. Especially when you have 1,600. Don't be... You will still get one-shotted if you're very careless, right? By like a rocketeer that shoots like a bunch of rockets. But the added armor and this plus 200 health, I've noticed I have a quick enough reaction to press my heal before I get bursted down. It just helps you not get one-shotted, but you kinda still can. Right? One of the most important catalyzers, I think, and I've realized, is healing multiplier. I wish I had a better copy of this, like a purple or a blue, but all I have is a green. But that 3.2%, 0.32% one is pretty good already because it makes it 2.27. Really important to have. Recuperation, I think, there's a build for this. You could like ult spam or whatever with whatever characters you want. I will be doing that later on. But recuperation is kind of nice to have. I want that bonus right here. Alright, and of course our agility is at 2 times attack speed. Big fast attacking. Speed 9.2, this is how fast you move, and our crit chance is at 87%. Now let's talk about the juicy part of the build, the splicing. Alright, let's get into our splicer right here. Splicing time. Click this boy. Alright, for the genes, the modules or whatever, you can go with the bonus STR for just more damage. You can also go for more VIT or more recuperation if you want it. You just have to have this weird flower thing on your head, but I go with this thing because it looks cooler. Now for the modules, you have an option to change this one into recuperation again, and it looks cool. This actually looks super badass, but I like the STR, so I go with this horn thingy mabobber, this mohawk looking hairstyle for my Voidling right here. Alright, now for the claw modifier, you can go with STR or you go with Vit. Because the Vit one, you look chunky, swole, awesome. But yeah, I go with this because I want more stats. And for this one, you can go with agility just so that you get past that. You get into the ×2 modifier of attack fire rate, right? You're not in the 1 point whatever. So yeah, +1 agility is nice. Or you can go with, again, more health. It's up to you. I like agility. Plus the wings kind of looks cool. It's clean. Yeah. All right, now let's talk about the main element. If you guys don't know how this thing works, it's not really the damage that you do, right? It's not your main damage, whatever. It's about what element your Voidling, Morphling is. So you make him a plasma element. That way, you're not weak against anything, but you're also not strong against anything. Sorta. That's not really. You're strong against other stuff. But yeah. At least the damage that you take is kind of even all throughout. You're just not overly defensive against something else. It's more of your base. It is more about defense when you pick your main element. Now when it comes to the abilities, here's where you can change it up a little bit. I found that Orbiting Strike is really cool. I like this Tasmanian build. I already made one. That build is effective. You can go far. You can go pretty far with that one. This one is just more broken. Scorching Wound, I feel like is better, especially for single targets. And when you're dealing with the bosses that have invulnerability, you kind of want like a fast attacking thing. That way you can still burst down some stuff. At least up to like level 70. You can still kind of just wail on a mob or on the elite or the boss, and it will dwindle the HP even though it's invulnerable or like highly defensive. You want to change your element of this to organic for poison damage. The reason why I like poison damage is because it stacks up 15 times rather than just 5 here, just 5 here, 5 here, and this one 5. Plus the effects that we're after is with poison damage. Okay, so again, Scorching Wound, organic element. For secondary ability, I still really like Feeding Frenzy. It's a nice little extra heal that you might need, and it's pretty good with the blade. It's a little added damage over time thing, which is nice to have. Yeah. So you could go with Feeding Frenzy. Another option is Burning Barf. If you go with Burning Barf, you can go with Organic again. But yeah, I really like Feeding Frenzy. You can also experiment and use this one. It turns you invisible. That way you kind of disengage the enemies from now and then. Especially if you're in trouble. This one might actually be really good. Plus you gain critical chance. I just like the added heal of Feeding Frenzy. It has saved me quite a few times. The element doesn't really matter. See, there's no like change. Well, actually no, you'll deal more damage depending on the elemental weakness, but having it just on plasma, it's on everything, quite effective. Alright, so here is the juice. For our first perk, we're gonna get it from the chicken, Deadly Dose. Deal additional damage on hit to enemies affected by poison. So it's not your poison damage that gets increased, but it's your attack or whatever you're hitting with. It's either your bite, your punch, your basic attack, your primary attack. It gets boosted by this one. The number of poison stacks increases the damage dealt. And this one, the stacks go up really fast to 15, the max, and you'll be dealing a lot of damage. This thing is insanely broken. Plus your poison damage deals quite a lot of damage too once it's at 15 stacks. Yeah, that thing will tick and kind of hurt. Alright, next up is our next perk. This one, I kind of want to talk about this one last. Let's talk about this one first. This is the Abyssal Grasp. This is just, it heals you for 15% of your melee damage. And because you're meleeing really quickly and you have so much attack speed, you're going to be healing quite easily with this modifier or this perk right here. And you get it from the frog guy, one of the ice ones. Alright, this perk, the last one we're talking about, is the one that's, I feel like it's bugged and it's double dipping, or I don't know what's going on. But when I have this thing equipped, my attack speed is crazy high, my damage is really high, and I am really tanky. But it bugs my screen out pretty bad. I hope they fix it, but I can bear with it. It's insanely strong. It is Decaying Matter. You gain armor, speed, and damage, but decay over time. Your height grows / shrinks based on your health. So the way this thing works is, if you're in the big form, you have a bonus 3 damage, bonus 3 attack, armor, and bonus 3 speed. It's basically you have haste and you're super tanky. And if you have enough lifesteal, you're kinda in Colossal form almost all the time. The problem with Colossal form, you become really, really big, like insanely big, that when you burrow, you kinda cover the whole screen and you can't see anything. But what happens is it's really strong. If you're worried about the decay damage over time, all you have to do is burrow. Once you're burrowed, you're safe. You're healing, you're gonna be fine. That's why we have that healing booster too. It's to counteract the decay. This perk, I think, is broken or it's bugged. It just gives me so much more damage, so much more attack speed. And I'm pretty damn tanky when I have it as well. Alright, so there you have it. That's my latest Morfang build. I don't need to show you guys the enhancements, but I mean, if you really want to, I can show you guys. But basically, get everything. Focus on getting your Claw Fury nodes first, and then get your Burrow nodes. Those are important. And then get your Lunging Bite nodes. And then the last thing you're gonna want to get is the Trench Warfare, I guess. It's not too important, but I do use it. It is kind of strong. Actually, no, it's really strong. If you have if you're ganged up on by a lot of elite modified enemies, this is what you're gonna use, and you just delete them from the map. But these are pretty good as well. The uppercut whack-a-mole thing. All right, so I can give you guys some few tips. You're gonna want to lunging bite all the way, especially when you're fighting a boss. You want to lunging bite above the boss. That way, when you're spamming your left click, you do you don't. It's not this one more bite thing. It's where is it? It's an effect modifier that when you're up in the air, you deal like a. I think it's this one. Oh yeah, get buried ambush and then hit your right click so that you move far. That's what you're gonna want to do. So you burrow first and then you aim upwards and then you right click on the top. Right click on the top. Yeah, right click facing up so that you jump above the boss, and then you just spam your basic attacks while you're looking down on the boss. It's gonna lock into this weird, really fast animation where it's just double clawing the monster or the boss, and it's gonna get deleted really, really quickly. I'm sure you've seen it with other Morfang builds, but that's what you're gonna basically want to do. All right. So that's it for this video. This is my super busted Poison Titan Colossus Morfang build. I don't know what to call it yet. It's gonna be on the title, so yeah. If you guys like this, hit that like, subscribe for more, comment below, let me know what you guys think. And do you share your opinions on what's a nice build potential, and I might try to make that Morphling, Voidling later. I'll see you all on the next video. Peace.